Check. 1 2 1 2. DJ Divine Justice. Always a good day to learn something new. Right now I'm going to be talking about controlling 4 decks of Traktor with just one control, X1. I got a mapping from a guy named Andre Liete, and I just built upon that. The main difference between the way it comes natively designed from Traktor and the difference between what Andre did and what I put on top of that is that the effects buttons have now turned into all 4 shift buttons, and they perform these functions. I've changed the second one on the left from master clock toggling to view toggling, but then the rest of these will stay the same. So show advanced panel and layout select are the top 2. So in here you can see it's bringing in and out the advanced panel when I press and hold down that and the top one, and then when I press shift and layout select, it goes through any and as many different ideas of layouts as I might want to have it. Now pressing shift and view toggle gives me only my crate, or let's just say only the playlist, so I don't have to waste any time, because if I have all 4 up, the playlist is only that small. So shifting that button gives me only my playlist. Now what I've also done on top of Andre's was, instead of these 2 being the scroll for scrolling through the tracks, I've made it so that if it's closed, as soon as you touch this, it takes those away. It takes the decks away so that you can just have the list view, and then when you push down to load it, I programmed it so then it toggles back so that you see what you're looking at. So now I'm pressing it again and toggling back, and then it goes back because I'm still on deck A. So like I said, one of the most important things was the change of these buttons. So not only are they shift when you hold them down and apply it to functions over here, which also include shift, and then you can toggle between, let's see if I go into view, you can see it, the snap function, which is very important on this one, and on this one you've got your quantize. These 2 are both master, meaning that if I'm in deck A and I hold that down, it selects A as master. Like I said, these 4 buttons have changed the ability to use 4 decks. So right there, press play, deck A is started. Now instead of this switching the effects on and off for that channel, it's going to switch into deck A or deck C. So now let me change the view so we can have all 4 decks in there. And so now that it's on deck C, the same scrolling wheel for loading, just going to take everything away, and see it's going to be saying deck A, and then when I load, you can see that song is now in deck C. Load it again. Now all the same functions apply. Play. And what I went ahead and did, you can see that's playing already. In the MIDI mode that comes with Traktor, you can switch to it by pressing shift and hotkey. Then you get a whole nother panel to program, plus you have So basically I have two more programs, because if you press shift, you can either have shift being toggle or shift being momentary, so it's like you have two more. I've made these also be volumes. So this would be volume for A, for B, for C, and for D. So you can say I can bring A up, and I can bring C up, and go back into native instruments, and I'm back on that track C, because track C. So go back to track A, play that, go in, bring the volume up. Track A, track C. Same thing applies obviously for track B and track D. What you can also do is say if I want what's on track C to be on track D, because now you can see track D is empty. I can hold down track C and press track D, and it goes over there playing at the same speed, basically at the same point. So it's like having instant doubles. I'm going to go back into shift and control my volumes. See, it's at the same point. It's just the EQ is different. That's why it sounds different. But I can control EQ from the way I have it set up. It's over here. You've got EQs, high, mids, and lows for track 1, 2, 3, 4. Gain for track 1, 2, 3, 4, but I usually don't use the gain because you have auto. Then you've got filters for track 1, 2, 3, 4, key adjust, and pan for 1, 2, 3, 4. Master level, Q volume, Q mix, and then record volume. Record is cool because also if you can start recording. I'll get out of my mode. Start recording just by pressing shift and this button. So you can see it's the second one down. And then the recording starts immediately, so you don't even have to think about it and wait for it. And then these are just a bunch of cue points. So to get to track C, it's track C and D. And scene 1 is tracks A and B for all 8 cue points. And that's about it. Any questions, let me know. Hope you learned something new. Peace.